The freedom of the open road, the wind in your face, the incredible feeling of propelling yourself forward, there's nothing quite like the joy of cycling. It's a passport to adventure and a gateway to incredible fitness. But what if I told you that the very habits you're forming as a beginner, the ones that feel natural, could be setting you up for a painful injury? It's a truth most new riders learn the hard way, but you don't have to. Today, we're going to talk about the 13 beginner's cycling habits that could get you injured, and more importantly, how to break them for good. Let's start with the foundation of everything, your bike setup. Habit number 1, the wrong saddle height. This is, without a doubt, the most common mistake I see. Beginners either set their saddle too low, thinking it's safer to have their feet flat on the ground, or too high, trying to imitate the pros. Both are a recipe for disaster. A saddle that's too low means your knee never fully extends. You're essentially doing mini squats with every pedal stroke. This puts immense strain on the front of your knee, specifically the patellofemoral joint, and can quickly lead to anterior knee pain. Your quad muscles are overworked, and you generate far less power. On the other hand, a saddle that's too high forces you to rock your hips side to side with each pedal stroke to reach the bottom of the stroke. This rocking motion can cause painful saddle sores, lower back pain from the instability, and severe chafing. Even worse, it can strain your hamstrings and the back of your knee as you overextend your leg. The fix? Here's a simple starting point. Sit on your bike with your shoes on and place your heel on the pedal. At the very bottom of the pedal stroke, your legs should be almost completely straight with just a very slight natural bend. When you move your foot to the proper riding position, with the ball of your foot over the pedal axle, your knee will have the perfect 25 to 35 degree bend. This one adjustment will revolutionize your comfort and power. Habit number 2, ignoring your helmet fit. You bought a helmet. Great. You put it on your head. Good, but is it actually protecting you? A poorly fitted helmet is almost as bad as no helmet at all. I often see beginners with helmets tilted way back on their heads, exposing their foreheads, or so loose that they wobble side to side. In a crash, that loose helmet can fly right off your head before impact, or shift out of the way, leaving the most vulnerable parts of your skull exposed. A helmet tilted back offers zero protection for your frontal lobe, a common impact point in forward falls. So how do you fix that? Properly fitted helmet should be snug, but not uncomfortably tight. It should sit level on your head, with the front edge about 1 to 2 finger widths above your eyebrows. The side straps should form a Y just below your earlobes. Finally, the chin strap should be tight enough that you can only fit 1 finger between the strap and your chin. When you open your mouth wide, you should feel the helmet pull down slightly on your head. Do this check every single time you ride. Habit number 3, riding with locked elbows. When you're nervous or tense, a common reaction is to straighten and lock your arms, creating a rigid connection between your handlebars and your shoulders. This might give you a false sense of control, but it's incredibly dangerous. Your arms are your body's natural suspension system. When you lock your elbows, every single bump, crack, and vibration from the road travels directly up your arms into your shoulders, neck, and back. This causes fatigue and pain. More critically, it makes you unstable. If you hit an unexpected pothole with locked arms, the shock can easily wrench the handlebars from your grip, leading to a crash. You have no ability to absorb impacts. The fix? Always ride with a slight, relaxed bend in your elbows. Think of them as soft shock absorbers. This posture allows your arms to soak up road vibrations, keeping your upper body relaxed and stable. It also gives you much better control over the bike, allowing you to make subtle steering adjustments and absorb impacts without losing your grip. To practice, consciously shrug your shoulders and then let them drop into a relaxed position, and ensure your elbows follow suit. Habit number 4. Mashing the pedals. Beginner cyclists often pedal like they're climbing stairs. They push down hard on the pedal with one foot and then wait for it to come back up while they push down with the other. This is called mashing. It's inefficient and a major cause of knee pain. This jerky, piston-like motion creates uneven forces on your knee joints. The immense pressure on the downstroke can strain your ligaments and cartilage over time. It also means that you're only generating power for half of the pedal stroke. You're essentially fighting the bike for the other half. The fix? Focus on a smooth circular motion, often called a spin. Imagine you're scraping mud off the bottom of your shoe at the bottom of the pedal stroke. This encourages you to pull back and up, engaging your hamstrings and glutes. This creates a continuous, fluid application of power throughout the entire 360-degree rotation. The goal is to maintain a consistent cadence, or pedal RPM. A good target for beginners is around 70 to 80 RPM. This smooth spin is not only more powerful, but infinitely kinder to your knees. Habit number 5, staring down at your pedals or front wheel. It's a natural instinct. You want to see what your feet are doing or make sure your front wheel is going in the right direction, but this is one of the most dangerous habits you can have. Cycling is a dynamic sport where things happen fast. If you're looking down, you're blind to everything in front of you. You won't see the car pulling out of a driveway, the pedestrian about to step into the road, the patch of loose gravel, or the pothole that could send you flying. Your reaction time is reduced to 0. Furthermore, where your eyes go, your bike tends to follow. Staring at your front wheel makes you swerve and unable to hold a straight, predictable line. The fix? Your gaze should always be directed 15 to 20 feet up the road in the direction you want to go. This allows you to anticipate hazards, plan your line through turns, and react to changes in traffic. Trust your peripheral vision to keep you aware of your bike's position on the road. It takes practice and a bit of faith at first, but looking ahead is the #1 rule of safe cycling. Habit number 6, braking incorrectly. Most modern bikes have 2 brakes, one for the front wheel and one for the rear. Many beginners are terrified of the front brake, having heard stories about flipping over the handlebars, so they rely solely on the rear brake. This is a massive mistake. Your front brake provides about 70 to 80% of your stopping power. When you brake, your weight shifts forward, pushing the front tire into the pavement and giving it more grip. Relying solely on the rear brake dramatically increases your stopping distance and can cause the rear wheel to skid and lose control, especially on wet or loose surfaces. On the other hand, grabbing a handful of the front brake in a panic can be dangerous. The fix is practice feathering your brakes. This means applying light, modulated pressure to both levers simultaneously. Your body position is also key. As you brake, shift your weight back by pushing your hips behind the saddle. This counteracts the forward momentum and keeps both wheels firmly on the ground. Find an empty parking lot and practice emergency stops, applying both brakes evenly and shifting your weight back. Mastering your brakes is a non-negotiable skill. Habit number 7, not knowing basic hand signals and traffic laws. When you're on the road, you are not just a cyclist, you are a vehicle. You are subject to the same traffic laws as cars. Many beginners ride without any knowledge of these laws or how to communicate their intentions to others. This makes you unpredictable and hazard to drivers, pedestrians, and other cyclists. Not signaling your turns, running stop signs, or riding on the wrong side of the road are all common beginner mistakes that can lead to catastrophic accidents. Drivers cannot read your mind. If they don't know what you're about to do, they can't react safely. So how do you fix that? Before you ride on the road, learn the basic rules. Ride with the flow of traffic, not against it. Obey all traffic signs and signals. And most importantly, learn and use hand signals. A simple left arm straight out for a left turn, left arm bent up at a 90-degree angle for a right turn, and left arm bent down for slowing or stopping. Signal clearly and well in advance of your maneuver. It's your way of communicating and claiming your space on the road.
Habit number 8. Wearing loose clothing or inappropriate footwear. It might seem trivial, but what you wear can have serious safety implications. Long, baggy pants, untied shoelaces, or wide, flowing skirts can easily get caught in the bike's chain or chain rings. When this happens, the fabric can be violently yanked, causing your leg to get pulled into the drivetrain. This can cause the chain to jam, locking up your rear wheel and sending you into an uncontrollable skid. It can also cause deep cuts, ruin your clothes, and lead to a nasty fall. Similarly, riding in footwear like sandals or flip-flops gives you no grip on the pedals, allowing your feet to slip off easily, which can cause you to lose balance or send a pedal crashing into your shin. The fix? Opt for athletic, form-fitting clothing. You don't need to wear full lycra, but avoid anything excessively baggy around your ankles. If you are wearing pants, use a leg strap or simply tuck your right pant leg into your sock. For footwear, a simple pair of sneakers with the laces securely tied is all you need to start. The firm sole provides a stable platform for pedaling and ensures your feet stay where they belong. Habit number 9, the too much, too soon mentality. You get a new bike and you're filled with enthusiasm. You want to go on a 50-mile ride this weekend or climb that massive hill you see every day. This ambition is fantastic, but without proper conditioning, it's a direct path to injury. Your muscles, tendons, and ligaments are not yet adapted to the unique stresses of cycling. Going too hard too early almost guarantees overuse injuries like tendinitis, muscle strains, or IT band syndrome. You might also suffer from extreme fatigue, which impairs your judgment and bike handling skills, making a crash more likely. The fix: start slow and build gradually. Your first few rides might only be 20 to 30 minutes long on flat terrain. Follow the 10% rule as a general guideline. Don't increase your total weekly mileage or riding time by more than 10% from the previous week. This gives your body time to adapt and get stronger. Listen to your body. Rest days are just as important as riding days. It's about building a sustainable, lifelong passion, not burning out in the first month. Habit number 10, skipping the pre-ride check. You're excited to get out and ride. You just grab your bike and go. But what if one of your brake cables has come loose? Or is your tire pressure dangerously low? Mechanical failures are a common cause of cycling accidents, and most are preventable with a simple check. A low tire pressure can lead to a pinch flat or make your handling sluggish and unsafe. A loose component could fail at a critical moment. A brake that isn't working properly could be disastrous on a descent. Taking 60 seconds to check your bike is one of the most important habits you can build. The fix: learn the ABC quick check. A is for air. Squeeze your tires, they should be firm. Check the sidewall for the recommended pressure, PSI, and use a pump with a gauge to inflate them properly. B is for brakes. Squeeze both brake levers to ensure they are firm and engage properly. Check that the brake pads are hitting the wheel rim, not the tire. C is for chain and cranks. Quickly check that your chain is clean and lightly lubricated. Also, give your wheels a quick spin to make sure they aren't wobbling. This 60-second routine will give you the peace of mind that your bike is safe and ready to roll. Habit number 11, ignoring your core engagement. Cycling looks like it's all legs, but your core, your abdominal and lower back muscles, is the stable platform upon which everything else operates. Many beginners ride with a completely relaxed, passive core. This leads to a hunched-over posture, putting immense strain on your lower back and causing that all-too-common back pain after a ride. It also means you're unstable on the bike. Your upper body sways, wasting energy and making your bike handling less precise. A weak core connection means your powerful leg movements aren't efficiently transferred to the pedals. The fix: be mindful of your core while you ride. Gently pull your belly button in towards your spine. This simple act engages your transverse abdominis, your body's natural corset. This stabilizes your pelvis and spine, providing a solid platform for your legs to push against. It takes a conscious effort at first, but soon it will become second nature. A strong, engaged core is the secret to a pain-free back and more powerful and efficient cycling. Habit number 12, riding with headphones. Music can be a great motivator, but riding on the road with headphones in both ears is extremely dangerous. It completely cuts you off from one of your most important senses for safety: your hearing. You won't hear the car coming up behind you. You won't hear the other cyclist calling out "on your left" as they pass. You won't hear the warning shout of a pedestrian or an emergency vehicle. You are isolating yourself in a bubble, completely unaware of the dynamic environment around you. The fix: if you absolutely must have music, use only one earbud, keeping the ear closest to traffic completely free. Even better, invest in a small handlebar-mounted Bluetooth speaker that allows you to have some background music without blocking out crucial environmental sounds. The safest option, however, is simply to enjoy the sounds of your ride. Your hearing is a vital safety tool. Don't disable it. Habit number 13, not fueling and hydrating properly. For a short, casual ride, this might not be a major issue, but as soon as you start riding for more than an hour, proper fueling and hydration become critical both for performance and safety. Many beginners head out on long rides with just a single water bottle and no food. This leads to dehydration and a dreaded phenomenon known as bonking when your body completely runs out of glycogen stores. Symptoms of bonking include extreme fatigue, dizziness, confusion, and loss of coordination. In this state, your ability to operate your bike safely is severely compromised, making you a danger to yourself and others. The fix? For any longer than 60 to 90 minutes, you need a plan. Take a few sips of water every 15 to 20 minutes, even before you feel thirsty. And you need to fuel. A simple rule of thumb is to consume 30 to 60 grams of carbohydrates per hour. This could be in the form of energy gels, chews, a banana, or a simple granola bar. Fueling properly doesn't just make you faster, it keeps your brain sharp and your body in control, which is the ultimate key to safety. And there you have it. 13 common habits that can turn the joy of cycling into a painful experience. But the good news is that every single one of them is preventable. It's not about being a perfect rider overnight. It's about being a mindful one. By focusing on building these good habits from the very beginning, you are investing in a lifetime of safe, powerful, and incredibly rewarding adventures on two wheels. Thank you for joining us on Chavez Cycling. If this video helped you, please give it a like and subscribe for more tips to make you a better, safer cyclist. What beginner mistake did you make when you first started? Let us know in the comments below. Now, get out there, ride smart, and enjoy the journey.